Hey, welcome back to another video from Handyman University. Now, how many of you could honestly say you would like to work less and make more money? Pretty sure that's going to be the vast majority of you. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can do just that. This is not like some trick or something. This is just some sound business principles that I think should help you guys out and maybe just kind of change the way you think about your business. And hopefully it can help a lot of you out. So before we get into this, maybe hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. A lot of you guys have been doing that lately and I appreciate it so much. It's really cool to see. So anyways, moving on. The first step is you need to get more leads coming into your business. And you're gonna find out why in just a second, but you need more leads coming into your business. So this means you need to up your advertising. If you're not advertising, you need to start advertising. You need to, so how I would do this is, you got Google ads, Facebook ads, next door, Facebook groups, word of mouth, yard signs, door hangers, just flyers, postcards, you name it. There's a ton of different marketing things. You just need to start doing a few of these. And if you're already doing them, you need to scale the production up a little bit more, spend more money on it if you need to. Now this is not something I recommend if you're just starting out. You need to have an established company, because if you don't have an established company, you're not going to be able to apply these principles, because you're going to be needing every job you can get just to get going, basically. So this is more of like you're already established, you got a decent customer base going, and you're looking to become more profitable now. So that all of this hinges on that first part. Need to have the leads coming in. So step 2 is, now is the time for you to raise your prices. You need to raise your prices pretty dramatically. So this means you really need to just sit down, look at your business overhead. How much do I need to make? And then add profit on top and come up with a number for that, and then raise it from there quite a bit. I started at $15 an hour. Now we're at $125 an hour when we bid. So we've come a long ways, and that's within the last 3 years. And so this whole thing hinges on the principle of the 80-20 rule, otherwise known as the Pareto Principle, I believe, if I'm not butchering that. And this is where I'll put up a graph too on the screen, but this is saying basically 20% of your customers equals 80% of your revenue. So you want to spend your time dealing with the high, so that 20% is the higher end customers. So you want to really take your business and market to that 20%. You want to cater to that 20% to give you 80% of your revenue. So what this means is you only got to work for this little group of people, relatively speaking. When you picture the whole pie is 100%, right? You're only working for the 20%, and they're giving you 80% of your revenue. So this also comes with the reverse of this is, and which is very true for most people, and I found for myself that 80% no. It was 80% of your customers give you, I'm butchering this right now. It'll be on the graph. I'm butchering this. But anyways, basically you have the 80% of your customers that are the lower end customers give you like all of your problems, basically, is what I want to say. And you guys know this too. It seems like the cheap customers, or the ones that are kind of fishing around for a deal, there's always a problem that comes up. They don't want to pay you. There's all this crap. Whereas it seems like the people that have all the money, they don't even give a crap. Like you could do just as good a job here as you do here. And this is the lower income person, or person that's more price sensitive, I guess, if you want to say. They're going to have a hard time with it. Whereas this person that's, you want to say, quote unquote, rich, or doesn't really, like $1,000 isn't going to change their life. This person, $1,000 could change their life. This person's going to nickel and dime you. Everything's going to be rolling. They're going to want to make sure that that is like the most perfect job you've ever done in your life, because they really care about that money. So they want to feel like they're getting all of their money's value, which I understand. But as a business owner, this can be so stressful, and just like it can weigh on you heavy. Even if because especially when you do a really, really good job and you're proud of it, and they're pulling out like little tiny things that it's like not even from you per se, or just like little things, and you're like, you kidding me? So you basically, by limiting this 80% over here, you're stuck with the 20% here, which means you get to work less jobs because you don't have to work as much to make up that much of income. So basically what this is, how I've done this is I now try to shoot to get about a 40% a win rate on my estimates. So before I used to be proud of this. I would brag to like my uncle and stuff like that. I'd be like, oh, I win like 95% of my bids. And it probably was higher than that. I think I only got turned down like 2 or 3 bids in 2 years. And I was so proud of that. I was like, cause I made like a nice bid packet. I type every estimate up. It'd take me like 5-6 hours sometimes. I didn't care. I'd put a nice presentation. It'd be multiple pages, step by step. Here's what we're doing, pricing, breakdown, materials, all that stuff. And I would just mess with all of that and put it in a nice folder with a sticker on the thing. And there's a freaking dog tweaking outside. I do a nice like bundle package and I would get the job every time. And I thought it was because of that. Well, what I realized is I was just cheap. I was so cheap. I was the cheapest price in the market and no one was going to have a hard time with my prices. So that's why I was getting every single job. It wasn't even a thought for people. People would answer me back right away. Okay, great. When can you start? And I was like, man, I'm good. And no, I wasn't good. I was cheap. So I raised my prices. And you're going to lose some of your customers, especially the ones when you first started. You'll probably lose those because that's when you were your cheapest. That's not a problem. Yeah, you can it's hard. Man, it's easy to become friends with your customers, which is such a bad thing, at least for me. I like learning like all of their backstories, what they did for a living. I love just meeting people and oh, man, that can be so tough, but it's okay. This is a business at the end of the day. So, lose a few customers, not most of them. I lost probably, I'd say, I probably lost like 30% of my customers or so, which is a decent number, but not too bad. And new customers, like I said, you shoot to win like 40% of your bids. If you're winning a little bit less, your prices might be a little too high. So I shoot for that 40%. So like you're winning 4 out of every 10 bids that you put out. And also this sounds like, man, you're gonna waste a lot of time doing estimates. Seems like that, but it kind of makes up for it because you're getting that extra pay and it kind of evens out. And actually you come out on head at the end of the day. And also I learned that the big estimates don't really matter. So I've just been doing now like single page, very generic breakdowns, and I've been getting the jobs just the same. So it really didn't matter at the end of the day, although it does look nice. At some point I would like to do templates. So what I'm trying to do is every job we have like a template made up and we just enter in like the person's name, maybe their address, like just kind of change a few things, and it's a nice bid packet every single time. That's what I want to get to. Just haven't sat down and taken the time to do that. So yeah, this is the 80-20 rule. Hopefully this makes sense and you guys can follow along with it. I didn't stumble too much around it. Basically you just want to work for that 20% that gives you the 80% of your revenue, and by doing that you work less, you're less stressed, you're happier, you make more money, you have more free time, spend with your family, doing things you love, whatever. And at the end of the day, it just makes you work better because you're less stressed. And so that in turn gives you more referrals, and this becomes your new customer base. And these people have friends that are just like them. And these are the people you want to work for. And it's just a big old circle. And once you get in that loop, that's your loop now, and it's going to be so much better. So like I said, hopefully this helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Again, maybe subscribe if this is helpful. Appreciate everyone so far, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.